Fire Country season finale saw Bode make an important decision for his life outside of the prison camp 3 Rock. Not only did he decide to leave Gabriella's wedding, but he ended up asking his not very popular Uncle Luke to help him become a firefighter, whatever it takes. Elsewhere, big changes hit the community. Sharon told Luke that she is taking her job back. Eve declined an offer for a big job in Sacramento. Jake found out an old friend of Bode's is likely Jen's father, and Manny was arrested for aggravated battery and reckless endangerment. Fans of Fire Country had high hopes for the season finale, but did everything turn out as planned? The good news is that our favorite bad boy prisoner was freed at the beginning of Fire Country Season 2 Episode 10. Indeed, Bode is back, and Freddy, his dependable sidekick, is too. For the time being, however, Bode's troubles don't end just because he's out of jail. He has to get work now so he can continue living his life. When he's not a firefighter, what will Bode become? I apologize, Freddy, but it appears that Bode is not deterred by your presence. Bode still has a hero complex, whether or not he is a firefighter, as demonstrated when he saves the life of a little child during a construction accident. What a thrilling start to the workday. Whether Bode made the right or wrong decision in joining Rick's construction team, the guy who first introduced him to drugs in high school, is still up for debate. It appears that everyone believes it to be a bad idea. However, as Bode, Freddy, and Manny demonstrate, people do evolve. Despite Manny's current situation, though. So is Rick's assertion that he has been clean for 2 years credible? Would Bode be beneficial for his recovery and sobriety? Particularly considering the revelation Rick made to Jake on his return to the city. Jake is in danger of losing Gene even though he was considering applying to be a fire inspector, so he wouldn't be endangering his life. If Jake loses custody of Genevieve, will he still decide to change his profession from fire captain to fire inspector? Superman, as Eve and Sharon like to nickname him. Or perhaps it would be a better position for Vince, given his cardiac issues, which might prevent him from being able to fight fires again. Sharon is still worried about his health, even though he is recovering from heart surgery and everything went smoothly. Vince doesn't like to sit around, as demonstrated when he and Bode begin washing trucks at the fire station while everyone else is attending to a call. In relation to job switching, it was reassuring to learn that Eve declined Luke's offer of a promotion in Sacramento. Eve knew that 3 Rock, and we, needed her, especially now that Bode was gone and Manny was no longer captain. Perhaps Cole's speech had changed her mind. Is Cole going to be the new point person for the 3 Rock crew? Or may the 3rd season of Fire Country feature the arrival of a new prisoner, who all the other inmates find attractive? Kindly allow Manny to emerge as our new favorite prison firefighter. After, justifiably, punching Luke in the face in Fire Country Season 2 Episode 8, he found himself in hot water. 3 Rock was on the verge of closing down. This supporter of Manny stands by his deeds. Luke should have had a far swifter kick in the nozzle for his betrayal. It's a good beginning that Sharon decided to reclaim her position from him. Luke kept making an obnoxious appearance in the last episode. Perhaps more scenes than our favorite former 3 Rock captain he was in. Fans might have been concerned that Manny would miss Gabriella's wedding, or worse, that he would completely disappear from the show because of his absence. His presence demonstrated that he had changed from his drunkenness and subsequent criminal period years ago. Though the joyous tone of the climax was definitely dampened by witnessing him being led away in handcuffs. Happy that he left without a fight, and even happier that the cops allowed him to walk Gabs down the aisle in silence before making an arrest. Well done, Sharon, for persuading him to accompany them. But really, where was Mickey Fox, the deputy? Once more, she did not appear on a program that was meant to introduce her spin-off series. We never get to see them, so how are we supposed to like them? Her being the one to arrest Manny was a lost chance. A little more Fox and less Luke could have been preferable. Luke is a multifaceted individual with a knack for backstabbing and lurking. Upon being read his rights and placed in the squad car, Manny was seen replying, "I do," to the cops. However, did anyone note that Gabriella omitted those crucial phrases from her speech? Despite all the surprises and turns in the penultimate episode of the 2nd season, we never saw her and Diego exchange vows. If her wedding was canceled, she cannot hold Bode responsible. He kept his protestations of love to himself, even though he's still in love with her, and his best friend encouraged him to say so. Until Fire Country Season 3 arrives to provide us with all the answers we so desperately need for closure, we will have to wait a long time. But really, are Gabs and Diego still together? Is Bode's relationship with his true love a shot? is Rick Jean's father, and what would happen to Jake if he lost the child he loved and raised after her mother died? And if our handsome ex-con is unable to follow his dream of becoming a firefighter and fulfill his family's tradition, what will become of him? Luke continues stating that CAL FIRE is unwilling to accept ex-offenders into the program. We have to question if Luke is telling the truth or if he is just being his usual sleazy, immoral, selfish self. After all, we have seen it done with other prisoners. Is it feasible that Luke will move to Station 42 and take over as everyone's new commander if Sharon replaces Luke in her position and Vince steps down as chief to recover from heart surgery? Given that Bode still has a criminal record, how would that impact his prospects of getting hired by CAL FIRE as a firefighter? Tell us about your expectations for Fire Country Season 3, which will air as part of its normal fall schedule. In addition, if the Leons, Edgewater, and Prisoner firefighters are your thing, make sure to mark your calendars for the 2025 premiere of the Fire Country spin-off Sheriff's Country. Additionally, don't forget that you can rewatch the full first season of the show on Paramount+.